Oh, can't wait to see some awesome My Hero fan art. Maybe I'll find a new wallpaper. What the f- So, anime fan bases. They are both the strongest support system for an anime, as well as its biggest crutch. One minute you're looking at cool pictures of Katsuki Bakugo, then it's pictures of Bakugo beating Deku, and then it's Bakugo beating Deku. See what I did there? Because it's freaking Mentai! Now you didn't ask for this, Mentai. No. You were just looking for a wallpaper for your younger brother who loves My Hero. And now you've unintentionally tainted that small child's phone. Now ask yourself, what did little Timmy do to deserve this? Why? God!
Why, God?
The answer is nothing. Now if you did ask for this, Mentai, chances are you're a pedo and a speedo, and that's why you only watch My Hero on a laptop in your basement. That said, we are here today to discuss anime fan bases, for those who can't read the title. No, this isn't a 20-minute rant about My Hero Mentai. It kind of is. Now, you may be going, well, are you going to tell us which ones are toxic and which ones aren't? Well, one, stop talking to the video, you dingus. And two, of course not, because they're all trash. There isn't a fan base that doesn't have some level of toxicity. The way fan bases work is that the larger they get, the more room for weirdos there are. It's like any other society. There are always going to be weirdos running around. Unless it's JoJo's. It's pretty normal. Prime example though, Hunter x Hunter. For the most part, pretty clean fan base. Scroll through the fan art and you'll find a lot of cool pictures of those characters we've grown to love. Some of which happen to have the consistency of both rubber and gum. You know, wink wink, nudge nudge. However, scroll far enough, or wait long enough, and you will find someone out there who's like, good. And grows to love the characters in all the wrong ways. I'm not saying it's wrong to think certain anime characters are hot. Kyoko, for example. She alone is probably the cause of half, if not more, of the Haikyuu fan base.
Why is she so goddamn attractive?
Or Best Girl Speedwagon, with that flowing hair and that awesome hat he totally didn't have from his dead friend's corpse. Totally. The problem is taking your attraction too far. It's like Eddie hates anime. He recognizes Dio's sheer level of attraction. However, I have never accidentally walked in on him with his schlong out on a goddamn Dio body pillow. Yet. Restraint is necessary. That is how you maintain sanity, as well as the hope that you'll get a real waifu who's not 15. The people who lack this basic restraint are the ones who give fan bases their toxicity. Not only that, but they're often much louder and more active than the average fan, because, you know, they have no life. But this results in a bad rap for the entire fandom. As mentioned, I think Kyoko is like god tier attractive, you know, as far as attractive anime characters go. Yet you will never walk into my room and find lewd Kyoko imagery just lying around. I'm a respectable Haikyuu fan. I hide it well. All jokes aside though, if you are one of those people who enjoy such endeavors, don't drag the rest of the fan base into it. Like Sailor Moon, for example. Sailor Moon has quite a loyal fan base. You don't hear too much from them. The only time you really do is if some speedo pedo is arguing with another speedo pedo over which one of these junior high students are the hottest. Boom. Toxic fandom. Only thing redeeming.
might you be?
I am Tuxedo Mask.
Godly. Remember how I said earlier I won't be telling you which fandoms are toxic and which aren't and all that shiz? Well, I lied. Sorry, fam. It's my stand power to break the rules. Speaking of stands, like how I set that up, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure is probably the only fandom that's toxicity is a positive trait for. Yes, you heard me right. And to answer the question of how the hell toxicity can be positive, the question you didn't ask because I told you to stop talking to the goddamn video, hear me out. Let's first think about the main reason fandoms are dubbed toxic. The first reason would be the aforementioned sexualization of characters. Now just because you've seen one or two, strange pictures doesn't mean the fandom is toxic and you need to avert your pure Christian eyes. No, there's always going to be something like that there no matter what fandom. It's unavoidable. It's
inevitable.
However, if you see like 15 just from searching a character's name, My Hero, yeah, then you have a pretty good guess of just how toxic it is. This is why My Hero gets so much shit from me. Not that it's a bad series, I love My Hero, but the fandom makes it so damn easy. The second reason, which I have yet to really touch up on, is how they turn the show from the masterpiece that it is, and take everything from it and turn it into a meme. Not that I hate memes, because we all are well aware how much I love memes. But most of them aren't even funny. Example, Demon Slayer. I have probably seen well over 100 Demon Slayer memes, and only laughed at about maybe 5. It's being generous. And I laugh at literally everything. It won't even be funny half the time. I will tell you, it is so easy to make me laugh. To fail to do so is to fail to be funny in general. One that doesn't only fall to the first reason, but the second as well. The Haikyuu fandom. Every time I see just about anything Haikyuu related, it's either a meme or mentai, or both. Granted, I will say Haikyuu memes are funny, but they still have a vast amount of cringy memes. While the show does make a meme out of itself quite often, it doesn't really get quite that level of cringe, and the amount of cringe still far outweighs the amount of fun. That and the small fact that most of the memes are about fan mentai ships, but we don't need to talk about that. Anyways, another great show, another not so great fan base. Back to JoJo's. And this is why I said that fanbase isn't toxic. It's because it falls under the two reasons, but at the same time, it doesn't. Now I hear all you weebs going, "Nani?" because it's the only Japanese word you know, but listen. For the first reason, over-sexualization, JoJo's isn't too over-sexualized compared to a lot of things out there, although that's up for debate. And on like half the time that it is, it's not even the fans, it's JoJo's itself. We also don't need to talk about that. Just gonna move on to JoJo's second reason and its main savior, the memes. It is absolutely impossible for the fans to turn JoJo's into memes because it is created as a meme. Think about it. 90% of JoJo's memes are just direct moments from the show itself. The show itself is a meme. Therefore, JoJo's passes the test. There are other fan bases who pass the test as well, but those are due to a loophole. What loophole, you think to yourself silently to avoid me talking shit? Good on you. Well, the loophole of the fandom can't make a show toxic if the show is already toxic. Example, because it was brought up not too long ago in a podcast that I participate in, that I may or may not be shamelessly advertising right now. High School DxD. High School DxD is probably the perfect example of how the fandom cannot possibly in a million years be more toxic than the show itself. I have deduced through totally accurate math and numbers and shiz that the fan art has a less focus on titties than the goddamn show itself. That said, you can confirm this at your own risk or pleasure. You never know. You can just imagine somebody who's watching this like, yeah, let me check. And goes to watch High School DxD, gets the computer to check fan art at the same time, like the mastermind they are, and then out of nowhere, their grandma walks in and just sees titties on all possible screens. Now your grandma thinks anime is nothing but unholy amounts of breasts. And I mean, while she's not really wrong, never will your family gatherings be the same. Nor will those looks from Granny. Very cool, DxD. Very cool. Side note, anyone who says they watch High School DxD for the plot is very obviously lying, if you couldn't tell. Just ask them what the plot is and watch them crumble. Taking everything said so far, in retrospect, there are a lot of factors that come in to a fandom's level of toxicity. First, you need to take the level of toxicity in the source material into account. Very important. Then, you need to refer to the two base measurements, over-sexualization and over-memeage. Do that, and that's a 99% success rate for calculating levels of toxicity. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Now that we've discussed that, there's still a little bit of time left. I wanted to briefly touch on something that I totally aren't stealing from Eddie Hates Anime. But can I just say that the anime community has some of the weirdest possible turn-ons? Like, pretty sure most of them were around before anime, but anime just kind of combines them into monstrosities of horniness. And everything is going to send you to jail for pedophilia. You like lollies? They look like children. Pedophilia. You like the big-chested and occasionally half-naked schoolgirls? They are children. Pedophilia. You think Ren from ReZero is kinda hot? Pedophilia. Are you noticing a pattern? I don't know. Go watch Eddie Hates Anime's video on it. Goes a lot more in depth. I don't know if it's... well, I do. It wasn't out at the time I wrote this. It's out now. But, hey, watch it anyway. Or just watch more on my channel. Because... screw him. Kidding, fam. Love your vids. Anyway, if you like my super scientific and not at all sarcastic content, be sure to like and subscribe, because why not? I like anime. I'd assume if you're here, you like anime, so help a fellow weeb out. Thanks a ton for watching. The doc is out. Have a fantastic day.